What's going on, guys? How's the New Tech? How you doing? I recently called the Moto Z2 Force the greatest smartphone deal of all time. And if you don't know why, you should check out that video in the description below or at the end of the video. We also recently checked out some cases for the Essential phone. It was sent to us by Tudia, which is a phone case maker. And the reason these two are similar is because the Essential phone also is a modular phone like the Z2 Force. And it makes making cases for these phones a little difficult. Well, Tudia had a solution for the Essential phone, but does it have it for the Moto Z2 Force? They sent us a couple cases. We'll take a look at them right now. So the biggest difficulty with the Moto Z2 Force is, in fact, the bottom pins here, because you use mods like this Qi cover in the back plate, to clip it on, so it actually makes it a phone case in itself. It already is kind of a phone case. So how do you use a phone case on this? We're going to check this out. This is the Tudia TAM case. So we did look at this on the Essential phone. This is basically the version now for the Moto Z2 Force. So let's pull that out. And I called this the Spigen look because the Spigen cases all kind of look like this. It is flexible and it does offer some protection. It is a very thin case because this is a very thin phone. Can you put this with the Moto Mod on it? You cannot, see? So if you have this, even a thin Moto Mod like this one, you still cannot use that with a case. So you have to peel this off. So you gotta take that mod off. And you do lose that flexibility of the Qi charging there, so you gotta keep that in mind. So it adds this case on it, very thin case, very nice. So if this phone was just the way it is now, just a thin case, a thin phone like the Moto Z2 Force is, then this case is actually really nice for it. Not as much of a lip as the one on the Essential phone or some of the other cases that do this, but I think the reason they did that was because they wanted to keep this as minimalistic as possible, keep it as thin and lightweight as possible. This actually is a really light feeling phone case with the phone, because the phone is really light. And of course, the Moto Z2 Force has that huge camera bump because it uses these Moto mods, right? So what this phone case does is it evens it out, so you do have a protection. So if I am right, and I am correct there, the camera no longer hits the table, which is a good thing, so it can keep your camera lenses from being scratched. Overall, this is a very simplistic case. If you've used one of those Spigen cases or a Tudia TAM case, this is exactly what you would get on the Moto Z2 Force. Problem is now, no Moto mods, so I can't use this Qi charging mod here on this case. So that kind of kills the whole reason you might get a Moto Z2 Force is because of the mods. You have to take it off every single time or every night if you want to use your Qi charger and throw this on. The second one here is the Tudia merge case. So I've actually never taken a look at one of the merge cases. This will be a first for us. So this is a harder case, so you can't twist it around like that. It seems more solid, offers more, maybe more protection. Thicker, definitely thicker too. Let's snap that thing in here. Actually, once again, there's not much of a lip here, as you can see. Not much lip here. This is heavier, much significantly heavier than something like this, like the TAM case. But very simplistic, very clean, nothing on the back here. Once again, same problems. We do not have Moto Mod access, and this one might actually be even more difficult to take off every night to put something like that on. But yeah, you have your USB-C port here. It is a little deeper than this one. This one definitely is a thicker case. If it drops and you're worried about something like this not being thick enough to really take a hit, well, this one certainly will. This thing is solid. I do like the look of it. Very clean Tudia logo right here. I like the design of this a lot. Buttons are really stiff. Much stiffer than something like the TAM case here. So if you like stiff buttons, this is good for you as well. Very clean looking rock. And even though it is thicker, this thing is still really light. Because the Moto Z2 Force is a very light phone. I gotta say, when I was using the Moto Z2 Force as my daily driver to test out, I didn't like using it without the Moto mods clipped on because I didn't like the pins exposed. I didn't like the huge camera hump because I know setting it down, you're gonna scratch it. So I always kept this thing on. However, I did like how thin the Z2 Force was. This is actually one of the coolest, thinnest phones I've ever used. I don't like the look of the phone, but it is so light and so thin. I kind of missed that when I switched back to a heavier phone. snapping one of these cases in, I lose the flexibility of the Moto Mods, but dang, this is the thinnest phone I've ever used. So I really like this case in terms of its thinness, and the protection it offers is pretty solid. This is a regular phone case. So if you're looking for a phone case for the Z2 Force, you're probably not using the Moto Mods. If you're using the Moto Mods, you're probably not looking for a phone case because it doesn't make sense to snap that case off every single time you have to snap on a mod. Every night you have to take off the phone case to put on the Qi charging mod. It just doesn't make sense. So you know what you're looking for. And if you're looking for a case, these two are awesome because it keeps it thin, it keeps it protected. Once again, I'm Alex with ZipNote Tech. Thank you guys so much for watching the video. Let me know what you guys think of these Tudia cases. Do you use a case on your Z2 Force, or do you just use the Moto Mods? Let me know in the comments below, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.
If you like this video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Also, hit the bell button below so that you don't miss a single video in the future. I'll see you guys next time.